install a car seat.
Yeah, because a lot of the times they're put in the car and you think it's installed correctly, but it's not. Christina is live for us this morning, showing us some tips about making sure that seat is there correctly. Hey there.
Good morning. Exactly. We want to make sure that all of the seats are installed correctly into cars, and also we want to make sure that children are safely in the car seats. So we're here with Vic Taylor again with California Highway Patrol. So earlier we learned how to properly install a car seat, the base of the car seat into the car. Now that was a car seat with a latch. Go ahead and tell us some of the different options that we have in also installing, because traditionally sometimes they've been used with a seatbelt.
Correct. With that, you may have a car that's not latch equipped, and so you're going to have to use the seatbelt. And I think that's where most parents have difficulty making sure that the seat's in properly.
And can you go ahead and show us with the seatbelt sometimes some of the mistakes a parent may make? And now this kind of has to do with the latch and the levers and the safety precautions that the actual seatbelt itself has.
Okay, with that, you want to make sure if you're using latch, use latch. You can't use latch plus seatbelt. It's either or, okay? With that, the latch is off, so now we're going to go ahead and do an install with just the seatbelt. Normally what you'll have is a parent will take this seatbelt and latch it in at this point across and lock it, but you still have movement in the seatbelt here. So what you want to do is you want to come all the way out, pull it all the way out nice and slow until you get to the end. Now it's switched to a different mode at that point. So now we take this belt and go all the way through the loop. Now what you're going to do is bring all of that slack out, and now you hear it starting to lock in each mode. So now give a little pressure. Now we're locked in.
Now if you can look at how Vic is positioned in the car, this is very evident to show. This is a very intricate process, and it also takes a lot of work to make sure it's properly installed and properly installed the first time.
Correct. With that, you want to make sure you have weight in that seat because the baby's not going to move. So go ahead and take a tug at that. A little bit right there.
Yeah. That's going to. Now, when it comes to actually putting a child inside of the car seat, can you go ahead and tell us? Now, we actually have we have a small dummy here, a very cute dummy, I may add. But can you go ahead and show us the proper way to put your child into the front-facing car seat?
Yes, I will do that. What we have right here, you have two positions. If the baby's smaller, you want to make sure it's in the backwards position. It's very easy to turn the seat over, and you can move it once they get a little older here in their crotch area. Okay. With this is going to be the lowest. Right here, if you can see right here, this is lowest. So when your baby's actually being put in the seat, you'll put this wonderful little angel in here. Make sure that they're not twisted at all. I'm going to go ahead and clip in one. Arm in here. We'll bring up. It's straight also. Now we're going to clip in two. With that, you want to make sure that this clip is right at about armpit, right here. Your baby's in safely. This right here, not too much room. So if you were to tighten, it would tighten in this mechanism or loosen in this mechanism right here. Okay.
So the big trick to both of these, properly installing the car seat into the car, as well as having your baby inside of the car seat, making sure there's no give on any of the belts used within any of that. Now again, so many, CHP tells us, Vic tells us so many times these car seats are just inserted incorrectly, and without a parent or a loved one even knowing that it is. So these are some tips that we're going to make sure we also have online for you guys. And stay with us here, because next we're going to go into some more details on the different car seats that you guys can have with this entire process to make sure you guys know how to properly install them.
There's just so much to know.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a lot of parents put in car seats. I've never seen a parent get into the car like that and you know, really focus on making sure that the tension is there and everything.
A lot going on there. Good, helpful tips there.